Hello, everyone. Sorry about that. How is everyone doing today? We are back with another tutorial in Daz Studio. Today we're going to work with dyeing hair, okay, in Daz Studio. And we have a product, a new product, that is called Color Werks. And I'm a big fan of these hair coloring products because well, hair is kind of complex. You don't use shaders on hair, you use materials on hair, and these are kind of like shaders that work as materials. And so we're going to try some of this out and see how they work. So the first thing we're going to do is put a model into the scene. We're going to work, because we're going to try working with Genesis 9 hair and see how this works. So we're going to find first, and I'll show you the product. It's right here. It's called Color Werks 3. And I got it on a little bit better of a sale. Today there's some sales stuff going on with Daz, and so I think there's an hour left on one of the sales, and I got a program today that was I ended up paying $13 for it. It's Prowler. Let's see, Prowler. And it's hide items I own. Let's see. Well, I don't know if I'll be able to find it actually, but it's actually normally for like $59, and I got it for $13 today, and it's an actual program, and I'm not sure exactly what it does, but they had me at doing video in video. That part had me very fascinated. I don't like the fact that it's 32-bit, but I figured for $13, when most programs you buy are much more expensive. And so, okay, so let's get back to what we're doing here. There's Color Werks right there. And so we're looking for, I'm not sure why it came right up, because I didn't even type in color or anything. I don't know why it's coming up, but what we're going to do now is go into scripts and Genesis 9. Let's put in, well, actually I want to put in an actual Genesis 9 figure instead of the middle of the road kind of figure. Let's put Nathan in. And figures, we'll put Nathan HD in. And so we're going to see how this hair color works with Nathan. We're going to compare it with the hair color that comes with Nathan and see how this product holds up. The thing is that the thing about hair color is that you're able to go in and change the hair color. You have all of the settings to go in and change the hair color to whatever you want, and you can add your own image and all. This just kind of makes it easier to do it without having to go through all kinds of settings and everything, where you can just kind of pick a color and say, okay, that works. And the thing is, with your figure, you want their eyebrows to match their beard, and to match, especially with males. You want, with females that just have eyebrows and hair, and face it, a lot of females, their eyebrows don't match their hair anyway because females love to do things with their hair color. But with males, it's kind of important that their hair looks like it matches their eyebrows. So that's why. So I think what I'm going to do is put 2 of these figures in here so that we can put the regular hair color that comes with it. This is a particular hairstyle that I use a lot. It's very, very nice. So we can kind of compare and see, well, how does this really look up against hair color that's done by the artist versus something that we're just going to try and put on. And so what this does is it gives you a palette of a bunch of different hair colors. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please leave a like on the video. So we are working with Color Werks 3 hair today. This is a new product and we're going to try it out on Nathan here. And we're going to put some hair on him, and we're going to have 2 Nathans, one beside each other, and they're both going to have the same hair on. And then we're going to keep trying some of these different hair color options and see how they compare to the artist's hair color. So we're going to get them pretty close together so we can put them in the scene. Oh, that's a little too close. This is going to look weird on YouTube. People are going to say, what? All right, so, okay, this is going to be our model here. And so what we're going to do is go in here and find now our hair color. Well, thank you for the likes. How very kind. So we are working with Color Werks today. So now we're going to switch this hair. And this is Color Werks 3. Now, I own Color Werks 1 and 2. So I've been using these products for years. I love these Color Werks products, and so we're going to put this hair on Nathan, and then we're going to put the same hair on our other guy. We'll leave I usually put a pose on it to kind of flatten the hair out, but I kind of like the hair to be puffy like this so that we can really see what the hair is doing when we put these colors on. Okay, so that's that. Now we go to default again, and we're going to look and see. I don't know if this hair color thing's going to show up again like it did before. Okay, here it is, Color Werks. So what we would do is select which one is, I got to find out which one's right and which one's left. It's kind of hard to tell. Okay, that one would be the right, Nathan right. Right. And to my right, okay, and Nathan left. Okay, why are their arms down? Oh, okay, that's the other arm coming through. Okay, we're just having a little bit of a existential moment here. Okay, so we're going to go with the hair cap. Now, I believe what you have to do is select the hairs. We don't want to be dyeing the hair cap. So let's see now, shader sets. Let's see, this appears in shaders. Now, see, this is what I don't understand. What's the shader set versus the shader? Now, the shader set may have the actual... Okay, let's just try one. Look at these colors. Okay, apply any color to the scalp. Okay, any base color to the scalp, then apply this preset. Apply any base color to the scalp, then apply this preset. Okay, see, this doesn't, okay, now shaders, it's the same thing. I wonder if these are the same things and they just are showing up in both categories. Because it's like, all right, there's this CW30 Ash Blonde Dark. Okay, so then, yeah, see, these look like the same thing. They're just all mixed together. And now what are these? These are shine. Okay, that's nice to have shine here. Okay, so it would appear that they're all the same. So I have the hairs selected, so let's try some of these hair things. Let's try this one. Beige, blonde light. Okay, it didn't work because I didn't select the surfaces. Okay, hair 1 and 2. Okay, so now we go back to Smart Content and we try again. And see how this looks. You know, that doesn't look too bad. Okay. All right, now we have shine aspects and all. Let's try some of these other colors. This one's variegated. It looks like it's supposed to be, but I don't see much variegation in that. Okay, now champagne blonde. Now we have, there's a lot of spring flowers. See this? I'm not seeing, okay, it says, all right, we apply this to the, okay. Apply any base color to the scalp, and then apply this preset. Okay, so let's try putting a base color on the scalp. Okay, let's see, we got to go back to surfaces here. The cap. All right, what do we do here when we go? I kind of wish I knew more about what I'm doing here, but that's what you got me here for, okay? So is to mess up and show you what's going on here. Okay, it's not really clarifying. Now let's see what happens when we select this thing. Okay, now what happens when we hide the hair? Okay. So when we pick another color, let's go back to the scalp. Let's go with a darker color, walnut. Okay, and then it says apply the color, then apply this. Okay, so what that does is it takes the color that you've chosen and puts a very nice base. Now, what's the difference between these? Let's see. CW30 base cap scalp. Okay. Gingers. Okay, those are gingers. Special. These are blends. Okay. Blondes, brunettes. Okay. It's not changing the color. Okay, so but apparently when if we put this, what I'm not seeing is, okay, that kind of worked. Now this would be, there was this, it would be gingers. Okay, there's gingers. Okay, die another day. This is colors, utilities, special, blends. Okay. All right, so what I'm not seeing is our color, hair color. I'm not seeing the blend happen here. So surfaces, hairs, it's showing that it applied it, but I'm not seeing anything particularly colorful about this hair color. It all looks like one color to me. So let's see what else is here now. We've got some things down here. Okay, these are, what is this? Bump strength. Okay. What are these? Dragon's egg. Well, that's colorful. This would be for a longer hair, I would assume. But they are working. Now, let's, what I don't like is there's not much shine there, so let's see about this. Okay, let's try some of these and see there. Okay, and then they've got some really metallic colors. And, okay, and these are some really vibrant colors. Okay, they're not doing what I kind of expected them to do, but it's let's give it some time here. Let's try to figure out. Okay, this is strawberry. That's a nice color. So what you do is you pick that strawberry color, and I'm not sure exactly, and then it says to pick the hair cap and then go up into here, and these would be what these ones say, ginger, which would be kind of red. I wish these actually told you in them. They just have CW3, but you have to read down here. And these are colors, it says. Let's try the colors one. Hair cap, that didn't work. This is what, special. Let's try special. Oh, maybe I have to go into here to surfaces, hair cap, and up into here, back into there. And this one's special. No, that didn't. Okay, what is this? Blonde, brunette, utilities. Let's try the utilities one. And, okay, this is grays and ginger. Okay, it's not working. Hair cap. Okay, well, let's try all of them. Okay, surfaces, hair cap. Okay, it did add the base color, but it's not adding the translucency. And okay, these are MDLs, and these are called shaders. So, okay, they're all shade. Okay, now this is bump strength, and down here we have shine as well. Okay, top darker. Okay, that we don't have the. Okay, this is nice. This kind of soap bubble. That's kind of cool. I would assume that I would need like reset tiles. Okay, now this is shine. Let's turn this on again and see what happens when we add some shine. See if shine works. Okay, I have to go back here to surfaces and select the hairs. Okay, shine. Well, it kind of worked. Now there's also a tiling. Okay, tile. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is add some sub D to these hairs. Edit. Object. Geometry sub D. It just kind of makes them look a little more natural. And now what we've got is a problem with the hair cap. I have a fruit fly flying around me today. I have a friend. Okay, so shader. What? Okay, let's go back to the hairs. Let's select. Okay, it says Now I know it worked up here. So these ones seem to work with this product. Apply any base color. Okay, these apparently are the base colors. Okay, and then bump strength. Okay, so if we go, I would assume they all say, okay, then we go down here, then these say shaders. And what are these? Invert, ombre, revert. Okay, so this will invert the color map. Okay, so, and then we have these are called shaders. So they're all shaders, and they all say MDL. I don't see any of these. So these are only for Iray. Okay. The shine is kind of disconcerting because the shine didn't seem to really add much shine to it. Usually shine like adds a lot of shine. Oh, okay, this is strand-based hair. Okay. Let's try a different kind of hair. Let's try one of these. Okay, I know what hair to use on him. One of these with I don't know the name of my hairs, you know, because I don't make hair. I just kind of put it on my characters. But there are ones that are actual individual strands, and then there are ones that are like little pieces of tape that are kind of like little curls. Okay, hair. Let's go to hair. And I know one that is like that. This one is like that. The problem is these are like these new PBR textures. Okay, let's put this hair on him. Now this is where instead of each hair being a separate object, this is where there are like little pieces of tape, kind of like they look like a slab of something. Okay, and let's see what happens now when we use this, and we go to scalp, and there's also hair. So now let's go back to our all products, back into here, shader sets. We have to select surfaces, and now we can try one of these and see if these work a little better than you can see where this has some kind of really incredible. Okay, let's try this butterscotch. Butterscotch. Here we go. James hair. Yeah, that did something there. Okay. Now what we do is we go down to the bottom here and we change the tile. Okay, I might have a light coming right at his head. Kind of hard to tell, but now this is the coarse one, so we're going to see big stripes. Okay, so this makes the tile smaller. And this would be the finest. So you can barely tell the color gradient. Now we add some shine. Okay, we take the shine off. Let's try that. Okay, let's try this on the hair. Okay, let's go to surfaces, James hair, back here. Wow. Now that's shiny. It's so shiny that it's... let's hope this goes off and turns off. No, that... Okay, how about this one? None. Okay, I don't really like the way that worked. Oh, okay, so let's try putting a pigment back onto it. Daffodil. And then we come back to this again. Okay, so I see what's happening. So now we have, you can see under the scalp, and so that's when it says to take banana cream. Let's go with something kind of more of a normal blonde here, like warm gray. Blonde light. Okay. But you can see the scalp through, so now you're supposed to select. They said select the scalp, surfaces, scalp, come up here, and you're supposed to select one of these. That's for blondes, okay? And that did it. Fixed the only problem with him right now, let's get rid of the other guys. His eyebrows are the wrong color, but let's go now with a dark color. James' hair, surfaces again, select the hair. Let's find something kind of in the black. That's what I usually have trouble finding, is blacks in this, all this stuff. Let's see what they have for blacks. You know what? I didn't see any black. So that's usually the top darker. Okay. Where are the blacks? Okay. Iron, we got metallic. Okay, this is brown to black. Green. Remove. Okay, remove iridescence. This is white, black, jet black. Okay, I guess black is black in this thing. Okay, so this is fairly nice black, but you can see now the blonde color on the scalp. So we go back here to this scalp now. And now I don't think it's going to work if I just select this. Yeah, it does put the color there, but I think it's got like big long streaks. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, this is the... Yeah, so we don't want the scalp looking like that. So we go and select the scalp and come up here. And one of these is for dark colors. Base color. This is for ginger, grays, utilities, colors, special, brunette. Let's try brunette. Well, I guess that kind of works with the black. Yeah. So now we have the black here, but what happens when we take this hair? I don't think the shine works, because when we come here and mess with this shine... Okay, so we have the hair scalp color. Let's go back to surface. And we should be able to mess with these and kind of change the texture of the tiles. That's kind of nice. That's starting to look kind of... Now remember, we're in a gray room, okay? So now this is the part that didn't work before when I did this shine thing. This is when everything went white. Well, that didn't do that this time. And so that definitely gave him shine. This time it worked. I'm not sure why. But we go with the low shine. We don't need to turn it off completely. Okay. See, this is nice. Now, so let's put him in some kind of room now that isn't like gray, so it's not like just shining completely gray around him. That's a nice black. Now, if I go to the James hair here, well, let's first let's find a render setting and look around, find some kind of, we'll pick a blue sky so it's not going to be like turn his hair red. Well, that was not incredibly blue. Yeah, that's kind of natural looking. It looks a little brown to me, but I think it's just the way the sun is here. That's pretty nice. Now let's hide the hair again and see what the scalp looks like. Yeah, the scalp looks a little high to me. I'm not sure why. James Scalp. Let's go back here to the colors, all products, Color Werks, shader sets. What are these other scalps? Blondes, gray. What's the gray one? Okay, I think I have to select this again. Smart. Okay, scalp. This is gray. Well, that did nothing. Let's try this again. Surfaces. Gray. Okay, let's try ginger. Okay, now, okay, it says select. First you select the hair color. Okay, so let's do walnut. Okay, and then we're supposed to come in here and select this. What's this do? Okay. Let's try picking another one here, tangerine. Okay, then it says to select these. Okay. So it takes the hair color and does something funky to it. It like turns it into a scalp color so it looks right underneath your, oh, I have a fly. I have a fruit fly. Okay, so there is pewter. Shader, okay, my Daz 3D libraries. Grays. Okay, that's the pewter. Gingers. Okay, so this would be so this is grays. That really doesn't look like pewter to me, but it looks kind of like blonde instead. Okay, let's bright blue. And then we come here to scalp. Okay, so will these be special? This one's called brunette. Okay, scalp. Okay, what's kind of bothering me is the height of the above his ears and all. Okay, this one says brunette. This one says special. Okay, well, it's hard to say what these do. Okay, scalp, apply this. Apply any base color to the scalp, then apply this preset, and this fixes the scalp. Okay, so, and then we turn the hair back on, and he's got blue hair. And okay, we're going for that kind of circus clown look. So let's turn the hair back off, and let's go to the scalp, and let's go to surfaces. And here's the color anyway. Okay, so we can alter this a little bit. We have emission color, cutout opacity. We can make it a little bit less bright. But does that actually do the hair as well? Yeah, oh no, that does the scalp. Okay. So then when we select the hair, okay, we bring the scalp back up to so that it's, and then we take and go here to the hair, and we go to cutout opacity for that. And that makes the hair less. So this cutout opacity, I really love the cutout opacity. So what it does is it makes each one of those like pieces of tape kind of a little bit more transparent for the hair. It just enables you to take the hair and make it look a little bit more natural. Now this is just, I picked like probably the very worst color that I possibly could. Now these ones are supposed to have like a variance to them. Let's put this on. Yeah, see, that does have the variance to it. So then, what you were seeing is that the scalp through. So it says then to come up here. Now this one is for blondes, okay? So we select this, and that changes the scalp color underneath, so it looks natural. Okay, but what? Okay, and that's the hair. Oh, and I have this hair. I think it's still, yeah, the cutout opacity of the hair. Let's bring it back up to 100%. And I think that was a little bit higher than it was by default. So, yeah, this product is nice. It's very nice. Now, I think I would prefer to have that down just a little bit. Now, then we also can now take this, we zoom in on this, and let's see what these hairs look like. Let's see what happens when we go here to back to smart content, and we take and go with these, make them a little smaller. See, how about when we go larger? Oh, what if we have to, yeah, we have them selected. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool. Now, I think what I may be able to add these textures to, I think actually they add to the, even if I have this hair selected, like that it's still, no, I guess, okay, now we turn this off and see that still has the other. So if you just select the hair, then you can change the color. And I don't know what the difference is. Oh, these are for like really long hair. Oh, these are very variegated. And now what happens when we select these again? Oh, that's pretty cool. What are these lighter? Okay, this these just make it darker. That's nice. Or lighter. So you can make the black even darker. Okay. So this is a whole myriad of that. And we go here to the shine, which would be none. Sometimes the shine doesn't work. We go with a lot of shine. So I don't think that worked. Okay, let's go back to none. And so this is brown with ginger. Oh, that's pretty nice, but the scalp color. So what we do is put that on the whole head. And then we come back up here and switch the scalp to ginger, which would be, what was this, the ginger? Yeah. Okay, that's definitely ginger. So, ash blonde. And then we come here. That's pretty natural looking there. Then we go here to our, these are blondes. Which one's blonde? Blonde. So that's, and then we can come down here again to these invert the color. Well, that's not quite what I wanted. That may have just took the shine and inverted it. Revert. See? Okay, we don't want that. Black to blonde. And then we go back into here. Gradient. Okay, here's another offset. Okay, this is important here. So this is how we offset the gradient to make it look more natural. Okay, I guess that's default. So it changes the angle of the gradient so that you can get it just right with the hair. See, now that's starting to look more natural. You have to get it just right. See, now that's starting to look real. See, this is the important one right here, is the gradient offset. Gradient 5. And I would assume that you get it into a certain gradient and then it goes out, so you have to find the right one that really works with it. See, that's starting to look less natural, like it's the gradient's not flowing with it. And that one's a little closer. See, and that one looks like it's kind of perfect. Yeah, so that's this is really important, this gradient offset. That's what gets your hair to look natural. And see, now this one's off again. You can see, you can tell when the gradient is right. But it might be the effect you're looking for. But see, those don't look right to me. And as you just move it down through, you can tell when your gradient aligns with the product. I think number 4. This one looks like probably the best, I'm not sure. And then it starts to go back out again. 2. Yeah, and it starts to then go the other way. Yeah, so I think number 4. This is where it looks kind of like it's aligning properly with the hair. And then we have then we can come in here with the darkness and get it the right kind of darkness. Yeah. That is very nice. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. So yeah. And this works for beards as well. So we have the sun shining right onto it, but that looks pretty nice. Now, we have this shine again. Let's try. And so we have the tiling. So now this is a large tiling possibly. So let's go with a smaller. Now that we have it lined properly, we can go with this tiling and get it, bring it even. Yeah, make it even look a little bit more finer. Yeah, see, this is really nice. And now this is the least fine. Yeah, and so you can see it's kind of messed up with his scalp here. So we have to go. Let's make it the finest it is, and then go to and fix the scalp. We go up here to the top. Let's add a little bit of shine to it. Medium shine. That's a little too much. And that's none. Okay, so I think we'll go with that. And then we go up here to the, we need a brunette. Which one's brunette? Gray, colors, utilities. I don't know what that one is. And there's the brunette. Oh, that did something with his hair. Z. It changed everything. Scalp color. Let's just try the scalp. Alright, I guess I'd have to go back in and mess with that. Maybe it just changed the lightness of it. Let's go back here. So that's, we're doing the scalp. We don't want it to. Let's go back to the hair. Okay. Okay, so we would have to go with this. Change the, okay, this scalp, we can make the scalp darker with this, I believe, also. Yeah. Each time you select it, I think it makes it even darker. And if that's not dark enough, you can come into here. And the translucency color, we can bring this down like this. And then add some translucency weight. What happened to it? Oh, there's the translucency color. Okay. We can make it black if we want. And then we'd have to go into the scalp and do the same thing. Translucency weight. And bring the scalp color down. That looks pretty nice, actually. Yeah, so this gets your hair. What's I think really nice is the variegated colors where you can change and have it go from one color to another. And that's really where you want to experiment with this product. And I think where okay, we go back into here. Now some of these were, now let's try some of these really bizarre ones. Chromatic Fury. Okay, so we just changed everything here. Now we have the scalp problem. Let's call this, maybe these are special. So let's try the special one up here. It said select scalp. And I think this is the one that says, that's ginger. This is utilities. I don't know what that is. One of these said special. Colors. Let's try that. Okay. See, now that's pretty wild and funky right there. The hair. That's pretty cool. It's especially on you know, for women's styles, this would be really pretty nice. And so now we can take this hair and go down into here and mess with the angle of the offset here. That's default. See, it messes with the. Now, I think number 4. Yeah, see, so you can change the angle of the hair card. Now, if this was longer hair, you'd see it go probably from a blonde all the way to blue or whatever. Well, this is actually a 2-color. I think it was a 2-color hair. I think, and you you just move the angle until you like the way the hair looks. You can definitely see some of the blonde coming out. That's pretty nice right there, actually. So this is a really nice hair product for this kind of hair. And I didn't see it doing these particular things with the other hairs. So yeah, you can see now it's got the black on the tips, and around here it was, you can see the tips were, they're not black now, they're like a different color. So these angles, these offsets are quite helpful with changing the color on the tip. And how it lays across the hair. So that is a very good thing too. And so we have these funky hair colors. So let's give him some long hair now and see kind of like how we can really mess with this. This would be more like for a female kind of hair. Okay, we have the Flynn hair. D-Force hair. Okay. This is interesting. They're giving us the hair in different. One of them's D-Force. That, you know, that is a very novel idea, Daz, is giving us the hair without D-Force and with it. Okay, I just messed up here. We don't need a beard. We need hair. If that's what that is, then this is really cool that they're doing that. Okay, so we have the hair, and you can see this hair looks, this has been done by the artist, and so they colored the hair exactly the way they wanted. And so this hair product, it tries to emulate what they did with the hair here, and they also gave us other materials. So this particular hair product has a lot of different colors that, okay, it says materials. I don't know if that will work. No, you have to actually select the hair. These aren't H materials, okay? Those are MDL. So we need to select the MDL. Those are Iray. That looks really nice. This is hair for a guy, but it's also, it's supposed to be able to accommodate a cap, so we so that it kind of the hair comes out underneath like a ski cap kind of idea. So it's kind of like college guy look. So well, you can see the little picture up here, but you have different options with it. And so, but now let's go back to our product here, the default product. So it's in here, the hair. And what I don't see here is a skull cap. Maybe there isn't any because it's so thick. The hair is so thick that there may not even be a skull cap, but let's see. Now let's go into here and shader sets. Let's see how this works on the hair. All right, I didn't see anything work here. Let's go to surfaces. Let's try again. Okay. Now that's not too bad how that, and see, now we should be able to see, okay, Now we should be able to see, you can see how coarse that is. So if we come down here to this one, we can make it thinner. See, and that's a little too thin. So that is pretty nice. And then we can also change the angle, which was top lighter. I wonder if that actually works. Oh, wow. The top lighter. Whoa, that's pretty cool. So now we go here to the bottom lighter, bottom darker. Wow, that's pretty natural looking. Yeah. That's pretty cool. So these are some real. Now here's our gradient offset. So this is the angle that the hair lays over the pieces of like tape. You can see them. They're little pieces of tape. Okay, see now that looks really kind of natural now. And you're going to see that it goes from natural to kind of looking unnatural, like it's not laying correctly. See, now that doesn't look so good to me. It doesn't look like it's laying right. It just looks kind of like slabs. So, to me, I think the best ones were up in here. Now these are, okay, metallic. Okay. Zero gradient. Okay, that to me looks like the most natural. It's like it's flowing right perfectly across it. Because this is probably all growing down. And, you know, out and down. Where the other hair had like curls all going in different directions, and now this has different sections. So when you go into the surfaces, I believe, yeah, we got hair 1, hair 2, and hair 3. Each one of them we could put a different color in, like tangerine on hair. That's the under hair, I guess. And then we go hair 2. And we could go with green. Just so we can see the different. Okay, look at this now. Wow. I mean, it's not something I would use for his hair, but it's like an amazing. Okay, now what if we do this? We do, okay, and then we have hair 1. Let's try something different, maybe like a red or something. I think I went by the reds. Orange, burnt orange. See, that is really cool. So this is, these are in different parts and pieces. And now we did the underlying, now I think there is actually a skull cap there. I can see it. So if I were to select this now and go here, and what said colors? What was the one that said colors? Colors. See, that doesn't look like it changed the. Now it won't do anything. I think you only have one chance to change the skull cap. Oh, scalp. There it is. So then we change this to maybe a different color, maybe. Yeah. Well, we just maybe go with a brown. The root color would be brown. That did something really weird to Z. Okay, I don't know that. Okay, scalp. The blonde maybe. Or worn leather. So we can change this now to, we have hair 1 and hair 2 and scalp. So we just select both of those and we can just make them. What's nice is you can take these and do the hair 1 like a brown, and then go to the surfaces, and hair 2 we could do like a blonde, natural red. See, that's pretty cool. Let's change the sun so it's not, his face isn't completely in shadow. Scene, environment, and parameters. There we go. See, now that looks pretty nice. Looks very nice. Yeah, now what I would say is it looks too, so we go down here and select the hair again, here, and we go down and make it a little finer looking, like maybe make sure we have the both hairs selected, and then go down here and make it a little finer looking. Yeah. Maybe even more. Tile it a little bit. Wow. And then we can go here into this, into the surfaces, and you can just then from there kind of touch things up a little bit. Like I would say, if we made this hair a little bit more transparent, which would be here, cutout opacity, bring it down a little more so you can see through it a little more. There, you see how that just kind of made it a little bit more transparent. Yeah. What happens when we bring it all the way up? Yeah, see, that's just like way too much. So we just bring it down the opacity so it's not so. So it's a little transparent. Wow. So yeah, this is a great product. This is Color Werks. It really kind of helps you get your hair in the ballpark of where you want it to be. Now these, he also has now eyebrow fiber style eyebrows. This might actually work on them as well. So if I go to the hair and I copy this, copy selected surface, then go to this fiber style eyebrows and paste this in, see what happens here. It doesn't look like it worked, but let's see. Surfaces, primary, paste. Okay, let's try again. let's go back to here and let's find that color that we used. It was so that did work on the eyebrows as well. So we have two different colors for the eyebrows. So we go back to surfaces here, and we have the primary eyebrow color, and then we have the secondary one. And let's go with a butterscotch blonde. See, that's just way too much. Cappuccino. And the first color here, yeah, well, see, I mean, that's the color there. The only thing is now his eyelashes. So we go to eyelashes, and we go to surfaces, eyelashes. Okay, and we should be able to change the color of his eyelashes as well. And that sure did. Go a little darker with the eyebrows and the eye and the fiber. So this works on all of these parts. Hazel. We'll go a little darker with the, there we go. And so and then we can go with these eyebrows. We can take them, and we can also make them a little bit a little bit transparent, so they're not so there. So they just have a little bit of yeah. That looks pretty real. That has some nice realism to it. So yeah. So you can really fine-tune your hair textures with this product. It is a good product. It helps to get you in the ballpark with, because you when you see these products, when you see the surface here, you go to the hair one, and you actually look at the map. This is what the map looks like, and they give you also the translucency weight map, a lot of different maps. This comes with like a ton. It took a good moment for it to install. There's a lot of textures that come with this hair product. This is a lot of really nice work that went into this product. So it's worth and you have the bump. You can just kind of go pretty wild with this stuff, and because you have all the maps that come with it. And wow, see, now that looks really pretty authentic. And you go back then to things like the shine down here, and or you can go with, what was it, where was that? Oh, we have bumps here. bump strength. This is high. So that makes it look really kind of defined, and this makes it look softer. I don't see a lot of, well, I only have one part of the hair selected. I think I like the 5 strength. Well, I think maybe somewhere in the middle. And I think this other part here, where it allows us to top lighter. No. How about top darker? Now I think I just screwed it up. Okay, that actually looks pretty nice. Add some dark colors up in the top. And what if we make the whole thing a little lighter? Now we're only working with one part, no Z. What happened here? I think I ruined it. Okay, that's a little too dark. Yeah. And now the shine. Let's bring the shine up a little more. Yeah, see? Oh, wow. So it's just so much layer to this. I think that's too much. Yeah, there's so many layers that you can do with this. So now this hair is tool settings is not Iray. Yes, so you can actually kind of come in here and kind of mess with this a little bit. What happens if we go to okay, let's see what that looks like. This is nice because you have, this is the non, yeah, so you can pull this in a little bit. And you have some morphs with this. You can make it look wind-blown. That looks pretty nice. And because you're working with these, you can just apply that to the beard, whatever beard you give him. Now, I have found out some stuff about applying beards to Genesis 9 figures. That you don't want to, you know, your hair, the hair converter doesn't convert beard, doesn't convert body hair. And so it will try, and then you end up with a bunch of converted hair that doesn't work. And so what you have to do is just ignore the converted hair and go back to your Genesis 8 hair and auto fit it. That's the only way to get your Genesis 8 hair. So let's go Boss. Let's go to Beard Boss and put this on Nathan. So you double click, and there's a trick to it. You have to go with Genesis 8 male, and then you go to base bodysuit tight. At least that's what's worked for me. And then what we do is we take this same hair that we have here and we go to the thin hair, surfaces, hair 1, right click, copy selected surface, go to beard boss, highlights, okay, main I guess would be that, and we right click and paste, see what happens, and then we go to the same ones for the highlights, paste, and paste, see what happens. And that's basically the same hair color, but what I did was remember I turned down the opacity for the main hair, so we have to turn this back up a little bit. Well, it's saying the opacity is all the way up. So I'm not sure what's up with that. And now this could have to do with the tiling of it. So let's go to here and go out. Let's shaping. I don't think I can just apply one of these to that. Well, it kind of applied, but it didn't really do it right. So let's go back out here of here and beard boss. We'll go back to our color. Now if you want to find this, you just type color and it usually shows up, as long as you don't have filter by context. There'll be a bunch of, well, if you own the other color products, they'll show up. Thank you for the likes. Okay. Come on. There it is. And we go into here. And I think the color that I used was this. Let's try this soft bronze. Well, let's go to surfaces and let's select all of them. The whole thing here. Now back to here. And that's what's nice, is you can just kind of, warm brown, you can just kind of try stuff until you get something that's right. Honey brown. See, that's too light. Dark autumn. See, that's pretty nice. Now I'm kind of liking that. This is strawberry, that's a little more red. Okay, yeah, I'm liking this. How about this walnut? Something darker maybe? No, it's this burnt orange. How about that? No. This autumn, dark auburn. See, it gets you in the ballpark. And then we go to parameters, beard boss, and we go down here to the bottom. This is where we can trimmed under chin, neck trimmed. Okay, what else is being used here? And Okay, the Van Dyke. We want that at 50. A little bit. We get a little bit of that. And then okay, see, I think this Beard Boss, I think I did something wrong with this when I put it on him, because when I copied his hair, I think it threw off the translucency. So we're going to go Boss. I'm going to go back to here. We'll put the Beard Boss back on. By default, we'll line that back up again. All right. Genesis 8 male, base, bodysuit. I feel like sometimes, like when Daz people come in and they see me do something, you know, they say, "Oh, I gotta go and open up my Daz," and so they run off and they leave and they say, "I gotta try that," you know, I gotta try that on there, and so they're here just long enough to say, "Oh, I gotta try that," and so they go and try that on this. So see, now it doesn't look transparent like it did before. Now we go to color, and go back into here, shaders. Let's go to Iray so we can really see what we're doing. Make sure the Beard Boss is all selected. Okay, back here. Now it was the walnut that I liked. What's this Java? That's a little too dark. Coffee brown. That's a little too hard. Okay, basic brown. See, that's pretty nice. Okay, I think, see, now it doesn't look kind of odd, like, all right, but there are, there was the walnut brown. Okay, that's too much. Mink brown. Medium brown. Java was too dark. Hazelnut. Golden. See, I'm not seeing a lot of... See, this is strand-based. Coffee brown. Chocolate. I think it looks better darker than it does lighter. Cool brown. Okay. There I think we'll go with something darker. And now we can go back to Beard Boss here in our parameters. And trim the beard up a little bit. Shorter. Okay. And let's give him a little bit more of a mustache. No, not that. Z. Simple mustache. Okay, let's see what that looks like. There we go. That looks pretty nice. Okay, let's so okay, I guess that does it for this Color Werks part. So I'm just going to now kind of, this would be part 2. I usually do something with the Color Werks and then I kind of start making a scene of some sort. So I'm going to find some kind of placed environment to throw him in. So let's see what we can find for environments. English Village Pub. Why not? Iray. Okay. Okay, we're going to go to and let's go to parameters. Z. X. Y rotate. Now I wonder, let's see what this looks like. And okay, what happens if we, okay, the ground I think has a big hole in it. So, okay, we take this and just select the end pub. Y rotate. Okay. Okay, what's the other side of this pub look like? Y rotate. Okay. Edit, duplicate, put this over here, we rotate it, Okay. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, that kind of works. Now let's get him standing in a pose. Pose. Poses. Welcome, welcome. Thank you very much for the likes, people. Let's find a pose. Standing by function. Standing. Let's turn this on. Standing. And that doesn't work. Okay, let's put some kind of ground here. Ultra scenery. And I think I'm going to end up having to take these out. Okay. And that's the tree system. Landscape. Okay, we're going to create a camera. Perspective view. You know, I haven't saved this yet. Cancel, close this. Save as. Okay, English Village. We'll call it something. We're going to give him some chest hair and might even put a t-shirt or something on him. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Okay, you can save at any time now. My hair is invisible. Let's go here and go to filters, chroma key. Okay, that's a little better. Okay. So what happened here to Ultra scenery. Oh, it's saved. Okay. Now we open this up. We're going to go to 1 and features. I think I want a road. I don't want a river. Okay. We'll do a dirt track. Ecology. I'm not even going to pick an ecology. We're going to turn everything off and find out where the dirt track is. Camera. Build scene. Okay, done. Close. Alright, so what we're going to do, put some pants on him. And Nathan. Default wardrobe. No, this looks like kind of like, all right, let's see what else we can find. Okay. I think this actually works right here, this little road. I think I'd like this one. Okay, this English pub. Y rotate like that. And this one the other way. Okay. Let's make this one a little smaller. Like it's like a carriage house or something. Alright, so now we have our ultra scenery. The English countryside. So now what we're going to do is put some grass and stuff on here and populate it with little pebble stones and stuff. And so we go back to ultra scene. Here, here. Go back to all products. Ultra scenery. Okay, you're not working. Ultra. Ultra. There it is. Utilities. Open this back up. Okay, and we have the right road ecology now. We'll Country Fjord. Okay, we'll try this. We're going to go and turn off the small trees. I'll leave the small trees, and the large trees, we'll turn them off. Camera. Rebuild the scene. Done. Let's see what this looks like. Close. This is going to be nice. Ultra scenery just completely transforms a scene. Okay, I have to go here to the render settings. Okay, we have to turn off. Something happened here. Okay. I know what it is. Okay. Control 9. Okay, we have to turn off the... We have to delete the camera. Oh, I can't delete the camera. Just have to create a new camera. Create new camera. Copy active perspective. Okay, and then we can go into ultra scene again here. Select camera 2. And we're going to turn off small trees. Rebuild the scene. Don't delete the camera that ultra scenery is depending on until you put in a new camera, and then once ultra scenery rebuilds with the new camera, then you can delete the old camera. Okay, see, this can go now, and now let's see. Let's take a look through our camera. It's not going to change anything, but okay, let's see what this looks like now. What does it look like? Wow. Nick! Color Werks 3 just came out, and it's you can find it in the store. I have used Color Werks for about 4 years. And I used it on his hair here. So it gives you all kinds of hair color options. And you can use it on, it doesn't work as well. It does work on strand-based hair. On fiber hair, like, where each hair is. But it works really well on, like, the kind of tape hair where it's like a big piece of, like, I forget what it's called. Not strand based, but it's got a name. It does work well on those. So yeah, I've used it for I've used Color Werks 1 and Color Werks 2 for previously, so I mean, a lot. I mean, I go in, and what's really nice is you can go into it, and the whole beginning of this video is all about Color Werks. I'm going to save this. It's all about Color Werks, and so this hair I used Color Werks with, and this is Genesis 9 hair, and so I just separated the different parts of it, because there's like the strand, there's two different parts of the hair, so that when you color it, it gives you that look like it's natural. And so you can put different Color Werks hair on. Yeah, like hair cards, but there's also another name for it. They are cards, but it's also, there's another name for it. It's there's strand based, and then there's it's like patch based, but it's not patch. It's not called patch. It's a different, but I think there's several different kinds, but I think it works on all different hairs, but it works especially kind on the card, on the hair cards. It works especially good on those. This is like hair cards, where it's little strips. Then maybe that's what it's called. It's not strips, but so now we have the, I'll take you in a little closer to this, to his hair, and show you. Okay, Z, I didn't want to move that. We're going to lock the camera, select the camera, lock it, and now I'll go into perspective view, and we'll get a little closer and show you some of how nice his hair is. See, I have a problem. There's a problem with the hair. His scalp has the wrong thing going on with it, but I'll show you what this looks like. His scalp is supposed to look like all one color, so I should go in and fix that, but see, look how really nice that looks. So this is the Color Werks 2 project. I had to finagle with it and finesse it into that look, but that is really nice looking hair. And so, yeah, I have several Color Werks products. I have 3 of them, I believe. And I think they all work with Genesis 9 hair. So it's kind of like a misnomer that Color Werks 3, like that you have to have Color Werks 3 to do it. There are other Color Werks. So I just type color, and this is the one I've been using for years. This one, Color Werks. I've been using this, and you just go into here and you go to shaders and look at how many hair colors you have. It's just like a lot. I mean, like a whole lot. And so it gives you all kinds of choices. And then it also gives you things like masks and the ability to change the offset of the hair, how much shine it has. It just saves you from having to go in and mess with all those many parameters. And the thing is these are all maps. They're maps. So you see, this is a map. I mean, so you go into this hair here, Nathan's hair, and so when you install it, I mean, it takes a little while. It's not like a gigantic HDRI asset or something, but it takes a good while for And you can use this on eyebrows. See, I used it on Beard Boss, the same product. And I used it on the eye cards for his eyebrows. So yeah, this is a great product. And so this is Color Werks, and then I'll take you into Color Werks 3 here. And this is, now it shows you the same things in the shader sets, and so I don't know why there's two of them when it's all kind of lumped together into one. But look at all the colors you get with this. I don't know that it's as many colors, but then you get some really funky stuff for long hair, and you get some really weird grays and like metallic colored hairs, and really funky hair like kind of pride hair or something. I don't know. Really cool color hairs. This is really nice. And then you can just like with one click of the button say, I want the top darker, or I want the top lighter and the bottom darker, or vice versa. And then you have some really, this Chromatic Fury, these just Burning Love, some really funky stuff too. And then these ones you can just say, I just want the whole hair darker or lighter, and it just takes and makes the whole thing darker. It also colors it. And then you say, well, I think the pattern is too coarse, and so you can take the strand colors and make them finer. You get them too fine, and then it just all looks like one color. So you want it to be just, so it's a really nice product. I think if I were to buy any of these, I would buy the Color Werks 3, the new one. But any one of them, I think, because a lot of the new hair now is it's Iray, but it's really weird. It's PBR Iray, and so it has like all these different. And I just think that you might make out better in the long run. Where I think that this would work with the older hair colors, but it would work really well with the newer ones that have tons of parameters that go with it. So, and I'll show you how many maps come with each color. Like when you go into the surfaces, when you go into hair 1, look at it. Comes with the top coat. Well, let's go up to the top here. Comes with the base coat, the translucency weight map, and then another one that's probably the same as the base coat, and this one is probably the same as the base coat. Then you have the bump map, and you have the top coat bump. It puts on all of these maps, so it's and then you have the cutout opacity. And so this is a really nice product. Comes with, and it comes with these different maps for each color of hair, and it's just really nice. It's a really nice product. So the problem I have with this now is this base color, but I'm not going to mess with his hair because I like it. But his scalp isn't supposed to be like that marbled look. It's supposed to be all one color. But I think if I mess with his scalp, it's going to change his hair like drastically. And I'm just afraid of doing that right now. So, because I just like it the way it is. So you can't, he's got thick hair, so you can't really, a scalp, it wouldn't matter. See that marbled look? It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be all one color, but you can't really tell because his hair is so thick that you can't tell anyway. At least it's the right color, where it's kind of brown like it's supposed to be, and it's not like pink or some weird white, you know, or some really strange color that's going to stick out in the render. So, yeah, I think it's called mesh hair. And I think mesh is what I learned first, and then when I wanted to start learning about how people make hair, and then I tried to learn, and I was like, no, I'll never be able to learn this. That was when I heard about hair cards and all. I think hair cards are more specific. They're strand based, and then there's like mesh, I think, hair. And so those are the two types that I know of. And it works best with the mesh, but it does work with strand based as well. So it's this is a mesh style because it's like little pieces of mesh, but they're not. It's not each hair is a different object kind of thing. So I'm not sure because I think maybe with hair cards it can still be like strand based. So because it can be a card that has a bunch of strands on it, where the mesh is different. It's like a flat piece that has like a transparency on it. So I'm not sure exactly. I don't know a lot about it, but I know that this works with both. But the one with the little cards like that are mesh based, it works really nice with. So, and I have a bunch of mesh based hair. I used to be like think like, oh, it's all got to be strand based hair. I have to have strand based hair. You know, that's just something in my head told me that strand based hair was better than the mesh based. But then I made a bunch of scenes and found that some of my figures looked really nice with the mesh based hair, and so then I just now I'm just, it doesn't matter, whatever looks right on my character. I do try to think and say, well, you know, if I'm going to use, if I have two figures in the same scene, I usually will consider, it doesn't mean I'll always do it, but giving them both the same kind of hair, that if one of them has strand-based hair, that I'll try to give the other one strand-based hair, just so that their hairs don't look really different. But it's not, even that's not a set-in rule, because like the corporate hair can sometimes look really nice, and even though somebody else has maybe a crew cut or something, you know, it can work. They can both work together. They're really made well as long as you pick something that your character looks good in. So I'm gonna put an Ultra Scenery XT scene in the background, like there's roly-poly hills way in the background. Maybe even a river, like a bay, and then some land way back here. So we're gonna do that. So we're gonna save this. I think the daffodils look nice here. I'm not sure that I like the sky yet. I might change the sky at the last minute and see what's up with it. I might lift these up a little bit higher so that they aren't sunk so down low. But I don't know. They're fine also. So this suit looks really nice. This is a Genesis 9. It's business casual suit. And these jeans look really nice. So somebody did a nice job with this suit. I'm not sure that he needs the jacket, but it looks okay. This kind of reminds me of like the old Timothy Leary days, you know. So where they used to have all these big castles, and you know, and they used to jam their guitars and out in the middle of, you know, the country with Aleister Crowley or whatever. I don't know what they were doing out there, but it just kind of reminds me of that time. So this image, so Strawberry Fields Forever kind of thing, but Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. So we're gonna so now we're gonna go to Ultra Scenery XT, and that may be down here actually. There it is. And let's add one. Okay. Let's add it into the scene. So yeah, this is the first. Today is the first day that I got a chance to use Color Werks 3. But like I said, I have been using Color Werks, the original one, for like 4 or 5 years, and I love it. So I've been using it a long time. So now our sky is like towering overhead. So we have to take and make some changes here. So we're going to try 25 here for the land, how high the land is. It's up like really high. And let's, that's a little bit low now. Let's go 30. And let's go minus 30. Okay. And let's change the map here. Let's update the map. No, okay, my camera's locked. Okay, so we're going to look at this perspective view here. And we're going to come here like this. Okay, and we're going to now, we have to mess with this. Okay, water. We're going to add some water. Okay. And we're going to go here to where, how do I change this map again? We're not going to turn on biome yet. Water level. We're going to, okay, here it is, height map. Oh, we go into noise here. Okay, we're not going to use, okay, which one is this? This is a terrain map. I'm not seeing it preset. No, we're not looking for that. We're going to change. Oh, here it is. Noise. That's what we're looking for. Cellular is fine. We're just going to change the seed until we get the right. That didn't work. Okay, okay, I want this kind of, okay, let's see, Perlin. Scale. Well, let's go back to cell. Okay, let's go back to cellular. That was kind of working. And I'm not getting the, I wanted this farther away. It is kind of what I wanted, but octaves. I want less, okay. Scale. Let's go to five. Oh, okay. Oh, there's our water, but it's kind of like a little island there, but all right, so now we can kind of mess with this a little bit. Oh, there it is. There's our land. Okay, let's see if we've got water. I have to go into render settings. There's some water. Okay, render settings. And go to optimization and change this to memory. It's on auto. It wouldn't be rendering now if it wasn't set to memory already. So, but I just want to manually set it. So, okay. Now let's go back to our camera view. See if we can see the water from the camera view. Yeah, you can see a little bit of the water. Now, I'm going to move okay, we're going to move Nathan over a little more. Parameters. Yeah, the whole part of the first part of this video is all on Color Werks. I spend almost a couple hours working just with Color Werks. So the second part of it is just kind of goofing around and making a scene. So we're going to now go here with parameters, and we're looking for Nathan. X translate. We're going to move him over a little more. And now let's go back to our Ultra Scenery XT. Select that. And now we're going to go to Biome and pick. We're just going to use some green trees, but we're going to scale up the smallest trees. 0.05, I think, is the smallest we can go. 0.5. And what kind of water do we want? We'll go with that. And now let's see, let's do a real quick render and see if we got trees. Render settings 1000. Yeah, that'll do it. Oh, would you like to choose a directory to save the tape maps? Okay. Yeah. We'll call this English Village Maps. Oh, we'll just select this directory. Select it. Okay. All right, let's see what this looks like. Thank you very much for the like. For all the likes. Thank you, people. So, okay. see what we've got. Just going to be a little image here. Oh, nice. Wow. Yeah. And we have some more land here. We're going to show part of him. Now, the problem with him standing in the, like, knee deep into the, I think that's a problem. Cancel. So we gotta do something with him. Parameters. Y translate. Let's see if he still looks okay. If this scene still looks okay with him actually standing on the ground instead of buried up to his knees. Well, I thought I selected Iray. There we go. Okay. Yeah, he looks pretty cool there. His feet look natural now. He doesn't look like he's buried to his knees. Now, we're gonna take and mess with the sky now. Okay, so we're gonna save this. And I just don't think the sky is incredibly remarkable right now. It might just need to be altered a little bit, or so, or to be rotated, or I just might. I like the colors kind of, but it's almost the scene's a little bit washed out to me kind of. So we'll see. Everything could change radically by just moving one thing a little bit, so all right. So we are now, going to go to render settings. We're going to go to presets, render settings here, and see what we can find. Environment options. Let's take a look at this 0 in Iray and see if we can see what this is. Come on. this going to work? Well, I know I selected it. MR. All right, something's up with this. Parameters. On, okay. It's looks like it loaded. Well, all right, let's go out of Iray and back in. Let's see. What have we got? This is going to be difficult to do this, to set the sky, because I have so much junk in the scene right now. So I'm going to have to turn off like Ultra Scenery XT and maybe even Ultra Scenery, or to turn off the houses and see if I can, or maybe just turn off part of the foliage in the Ultra Scenery. I have to do that. I'm not going to be able to, unless this is just like, wow, this is the perfect sky. You know, other than that, if it's not, I'm going to have to turn it. I'm quite certain. I've had that happen where I just like picked something and wow, it just like it worked. But so now this isn't showing up. Not sure what's wrong. I may have changed my setting to, because this sometimes it goes right in and changes all kinds of render settings. So let's go to editor. See if it, yeah, changed it to speed. It's like, why would it do that? Why would it come right in? That's, you know, it's like these, I don't really need like when these render settings. I just want an HDRI. I don't want it going in and changing all kinds of stuff, like, because it's just, that's just a mess. Let me change those things. Just give me the picture, okay? And I'll figure out what to do with it. Okay, so I got to come out of here. Now, every time I try one of those skies, it's going to change my render settings to speed again. So, yeah, I don't need that. Okay, so I'm going to have to go in and turn off all of the extraneous things in this scene. So, okay, here we go. Now this is kind of nice, but there's no sky at all. So we have to, like I said, I have to turn off some stuff. It's too dark. Now remember, the trees, the little teeny trees that are here, they don't show up except in the render. Okay, so we're going to go here. We're going to turn off some stuff. I think I'll leave the, I think I'll turn off Ultra Scenery XT. And then we're going to go in here to our Ultra Scenery. And we're going to leave the terrain on, but we're going to just turn off a bunch of stuff here. Like this, 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 that. Okay. Feature props. What's up with, what was up with that? Daffodils. Hello, I turned you off. Okay, feature props. I don't think they need to be. Well, I mean, I'm not using that. Okay, they're part of that, so we'll hopefully they'll get turned back on when. All right, and the houses I'm going to leave on. So I think that I can do this. Okay, so now when I go into ultra scenery, into Iray, it should go in real quick. Yeah, now we can mess with the sky and all. So let's see this environment settings and go to parameters. What happens when we just rotate the dome a little bit? Now see this? Oh, we got some wicked mountains in the back. And that is nice. So what I'm going to do then is put a distant light in. Create my own sun so we can have that backdrop of the mountains as well. Perhaps this is Switzerland. I don't think England has mountains. No, they don't. Let's play around with this distant light. So we'll go to distant light. Where's our guy? Okay, I'm gonna go with this. Okay, now we're gonna come at him from the side and straight at him like this. Okay, and then let's go to the camera view. Let's change our distant light to about. Let's add a 2 to it. Let's see what this looks like now. Okay, a little more. A 9. And let's make it warmer. Okay, we don't have distant light, okay. Let's try this now. What? Okay, his eyes just freaked out. Okay. From the camera view. Okay, let's go to render settings. We're going to go to optimization. We're going to go to speed. And then back to memory again. Let's go to the distant light. Oh. From the camera view. Did they mess up again? No. Why am I not getting... Okay. From the distant light again. Let's turn it quite a bit like this. Okay, back to the camera view. Okay, back to our camera view. Okay, now we've got a little bit of something going on here. Now, let's go to our distant light parameters. Let's darken it a little more. Let's take this down to 9 again. Okay. 8. I wonder if my houses there are Iray. I'm quite sure they are. Okay. Angus, you have a lovely evening. Take care. I will have a lovely rest of the evening. And say goodbye to Angus. Bye. Oh, Sigmund, I think, caught my cold, so he's kind of been resting up a lot lately. So, yes, the Sigmund song. Have a wonderful evening, Angus. I will see you soon. I was gonna call you today, but I got waylaid with all kinds of stuff and slept all morning. So you take care. Bye-bye. Okay, so we're gonna now turn back everything back on again and see what we've got in our scene. I think we could even go with this distant light being a little bit warmer. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, so now are these houses... Okay, let's turn everything back on now, because I think we're ready to start rendering stuff. Okay. What are we doing here? Oh, we got to turn off Iray. Okay. While we turn all this back on. And our Ultra Scenery XT. Okay, I guess that's everything back on. Save this with our mountainous sky. That's weird. That was the first. It was the first HDRI that I pulled up. Doesn't always go like that. Sometimes I can go through 50, 60 HDRIs until I find the right one. So it doesn't usually always go like that. Okay, so we are now going to take a look at this in Iray one last time before we do our render. I like this. Okay, it works. Okay, I think we're going to call this an Austrian village or something because of the mountains. We can't call it an English village because of these like Austrian Alps kind of things. So so we'll be changing the name to Austrian Village. And then we got one of those English lions here, those red lion kind of things. So that's kind of going to be a little bit of a contradiction. But all right, let's see what we've got here. So we're gonna get our render settings done. So we're gonna put this into texture shaded mode again, and then go to render settings here. And one more time before I do this, I'm going to switch this to speed. Then I'm going to switch it back to memory just to make sure his eyes don't mess up. And then we're going to go 8,000 by 8,000 or 10,000 by 10,000. Why not? Then we're going to go to optimization, to progressive render, maximum samples, maximum time, turn that off. We're going to save it one more time. And I don't believe there's going to be any reason for me to stop this render because his pose, it's not like I'm going to find out his fingers are going right through each other or that his hand is going through his leg or something. Everything seems to be going well. So we're just going to render this, and that's going to do it for me today. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you go out and pick up Color Werks, either 1, 2, 3. It is an awesome asset to have for hair, okay? Because it saves you a bunch of time. It's got a bunch of maps that come with it. They're very nice maps. And it works. It works really well. It has gotten me out of a pinch so many times when I bought hair assets and they only had like 3 colors, or I would end up with this kind of black, but it wasn't really black. It was gray, and I couldn't fix it and figure out what the heck was wrong. And I was going in for an hour trying to change every single parameter until I finally figured out, it was like top coat weight or something. So yeah, so this is all good. So yeah, Color Werks is a buy. Color Werks, I would go with Color Werks 3. But I would personally I would personally go with Color Werks 1 and Color Werks 3, but I know I'm quite sure I have Color Werks 2, but I don't think I used it much. So, but it's up to you. Just do some research now on it, now that if you are not aware of it, now you are. It's a great product. There are some other hair products that are like that out as well. So make your choice. I can't really talk against any of the other hair products. I own a couple of them. I just never really got around to using it because it was like once I realized that I could use Color Werks and I learned my way around Color Werks, it turned out to be my go-to product, but it doesn't mean that the other products aren't just as good. So I can't speak for them. So maybe one day I'll do a video on them because I do have them as well. So we're going to click render now, and this is going to start rendering, hopefully at 10,000 by 10,000, and still render to my graphics card and not to my computer. So we shall see. We shall. So I'm going to stay just long enough for you to see if see how this came out, and see how this very large render is going to come out. And most people won't see this, you know, this image this large. Okay, I can close that. They won't see it this large. I will resize it down. I can tell if it's rendering to my graphics card, because if it goes 1 and then it waits a long time, and then it goes after, no, see, it's already on frame 3, so it's rendering to my graphics card. Lucky me. So yeah, we're at frame 4 already. So we just got to go up to a couple thousand frames. Frame 8. So it'll take about an hour to go to a couple thousand frames. And let's see what this looks like now. Let's come down a little bit. Oh, I guess we'll come down topsy-turvy a little bit here. You know, I didn't look to see if I had that. Okay, he's got a problem with his skull cap. Of course. So I have to fix that. His eyes are okay. So, yeah, we got to stop it and fix his skull cap. And it looks like he's also got a little bit of his shirt coming through. This is why I render this at such a large, because I wouldn't even notice this otherwise. And of course I'm the reason that skull cap problem happened, because I had to push the skull cap into his head. So all right, so we're gonna cancel this. We're already up to frame 32. I could have gone in and cloned this out in Photoshop, but nah. Look at how nice those eyelashes blend, match his hair. See, so this is another good reason why you want to use Color Werks. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Okay, close this. And we are now going to go to our perspective view. We're going to go in here a little closer. And we're going to select the hair. I have to say major kudos to whoever made this hair. I will buy all the hair you make, because you make it in both dForce and in non-dForce. Oh, let's spill water all over everything. Why not? Okay. Now I will be done in a moment. Be right back. I gotta find something to sop up the water here. Okay. I didn't spill that much, but it was just enough. You never know what one drop of water can do. It can destroy a piece of electronics. Okay, so now we're going to go here to Tool Settings, Mesh Grabber, grab this hair. That's Mesh Grabber, what's wrong? Thin hair. Well, you're not doing the right thing, Mesh Grabber. That is not, that's Geometry Editor, okay? Now let's go to Mesh Grabber. How about you load the right thing? Okay, something's really wrong here. What's wrong? Oh, I know. There's something really, okay, I just have to move this once, I guess. There, now it's in the proper place. Let's go to wireframe shaded, wire shaded. Is that the right one? Yeah. Scene. Okay, I tend to think that's enough. Okay. Now we have one other thing, the casual shirt. Just a little speck here where okay. Okay. I would like for this to be okay. Okay, I think we got that as well. Now back to the camera view. And we can go back to texture shaded mode. Save this. Okay, actually, I've got to go out of it. Mesh Grabber mode. Okay, this is going to be a moment. Okay. Save it again. One more time we try. Okay, come on, save, save, save. And render. Okay, we've got our camera selected. Everything seems correct here. Okay, so I guess that's gonna do it for me. I'll stay long enough until this reticulates and we can see if not, I'm gonna just kind of end this anyway, and I'll just fix it off of camera. So, because it's just kind of like little measurement kind of things. It's not like brainstorming ideas. It's just mesh grabber, something that I've done a million times. I think I'd like to look and see if I have this image, this in a larger size. Okay, so the shirt's fixed, and come on. Yeah, and his skull is a little bit of something there, but it's okay. You can't see it. And if I have to, I'll just fix it with mesh grabber. I mean, in Photoshop. I'm going to be bringing this in there anyway. So, all right. Very good. Thank you for watching. Take care. I will see you again in another EZ3DTV channel with Daz Studio and a bunch of other stuff that we work on. So thank you for watching and take care. I will see you again soon. Please like, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and leave comments if you find anything helpful or if you'd like me to cover a certain thing. Okay? Alrighty, bye-bye for now.